Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player world. Now, what I've done in between these past two episodes is I've finished off this wall a little bit, and I'm not too sure whether I'm 100% happy with it. Not entirely. And I've also gone ahead and also done a bit of stuff over here. I've just been playing around with this and playing around with this area here. The idea for this area here really is not really thought out completely yet. But what I'm thinking is I'll probably put in like a little stall every here and there, like maybe where these flat walls are. I think that could work really, really well. And obviously we've also got this area here blocked off nicely from that, and that creates a really nice little interesting step. Well, not step, but a different level, which really creates a bit of interest. And also over here I kept the ground where the ground was actually depressed. Well, it was depressed one block down. And I thought that would be kind of cool to keep in there and make it look a little bit different, and I think it really does. Add something in there. As I say, I'm not 100% sold on that, but I think it is something that we can look into. And we obviously have to just connect it up here and connect the wall over there when we get to it. The other stuff that I've done is along the lines of fixing up this building a bit further. So I've put in a few garden pieces here, done a bit more of the ground to finish it off, and put in a few entrances, for instance this one over here, just to get up to this building here and see what's going on there. So that is a bit of improvement there. Now, what our idea with this building is, really, we wanted to try something out that was new, but we want these things to all be interconnected and interwoven, and I think we are really achieving that where if you have a look in here, for instance, let's go in this one, obviously. We have got ourselves a nice little room in here, which actually connects up to this one over here, which realistically we could have pulled this over, but this one on this side connects over this one in here. You can see there's one in there, which connects down there, and it all just creates a nice little puzzle and fits together quite nicely. I think it's something pretty cool to do, and it's just interesting to mess around with it, because it's made me think a little bit differently about how I'm building and what I want to build like in the future, because there's a lot of stuff I've actually learned from this little piece here, which hopefully I'll be able to maybe sum up at some stage, but right now, it's all still kind of fresh, just sitting there, and I can't really get it out to you guys if I had to say it just yet. But yeah, there's definitely stuff that I've learned from that. Well, just in general, like these little rooms and stuff here that have appeared from it, like I can very easily make a bit of a room there and make this house a little bit more interesting, like that. You know what I mean? Just something small that makes a little bit of a difference just from making things like this, in this style of building the main shape and then filling in the building and stuff. It's as I say, it's tough to explain. In between episodes also, I've been doing quite a bit of grindy work just to get resources. And obviously we will need iron very soon after our farm. There is something in here somewhere. I think it's from our tunnel that we built a few episodes ago. I'm probably going to have to go and explore that soon. That, like, little baby zombies really annoying me. But we've got a lot of wood. Oh man, you know what, I'm going to go and fix this up right now. Alright, we got it. And it's dead now. It was underground on top of our tunnels, actually. You know, those tunnels we built a few episodes ago. There was a few gaps where they could spawn, and obviously that wasn't very smart of me to leave them there. What I want to do to start off today is, before we get on to anything else, and I'm probably going to leave that just to settle in, the more I'm looking at this wall, this little design here, the more I'm kind of, it's growing on me to some extent, but we'll see and we'll wait and see how it goes. What I want to do is I want to try something which is also not very normal for me, and that was to perhaps see if we could build a small tree. But now looking at it in here, I think that'll be, we just won't have the space in here. Dang it. Alright, I want to really add in something over here, and I was hoping a tree would be kind of good just to create a bit of something different in this area. Maybe we'll have to come back to that idea. But I do want to put in some more stuff around here. So just putting in more bushes, kind of fix this area up so that it looks a bit more presentable, and can kind of sell this as an area that's kind of somewhat completed. You know what I mean? Like, have a look at this, right? So walking up here, you can see that this all feels kind of nice. We're walking along, things feel polished off there. This area is a bit blank. We still have to polish this area off, but obviously we've got a few things which we'll need to do. Sadly, that tree is not going to work. Let's grab a few things which we might need. We'll need those. I think we'll be alright with what we've got right now. And, in fact, let me just check what we've got in terms of that. No, we won't be alright. We need some of those. We'll need some of these. Yeah, those. And I'm forgetting something, but we'll take these. Anyway. So this is going to be just a polishing up a little bit here, I think. And it shouldn't be too hard, in fact. What do we have here? Let's just look at this. I don't want this to actually be like this. This was temporary, so we can probably change those over. Alright, it's been fixed. And I'm hearing more and more zombies. I've just killed one which was in this house. I think I needed to do a better job of lighting up these areas. Now, we're going to get into what I said we were going to do, and that is to fix up this area. Just polish it off a little bit. And just, oh, for starters, let's not fall down the hole. We'll go up here. And I want to get just doors on it. That'll already change this vastly. So we'll do a door in there. One in over there. And why is that so damn high? That will come down one, and then we'll put in one of those over there. So this room over here, I forgot about this room completely, to be honest. I forgot about that house. They'll be there. We've got our broom closet over here, which we're going to have to do something with eventually. And we can now get on to actually making this area look a little bit more polished. But now, where the hell is... See that? This wall was a good idea. It's working. And you pick stuff up. Congratulations. Alright, so what we're going to do is, once we've killed this... Great. There we go. Now that we've done that, let's get on to making this ground look a little bit more clean. Well, not clean necessarily, but a little bit more workable. You know, something that looks like something we would have built intentionally. It's going to make a difference to the way this thing looks. I don't want to take away all the stone brick. The stone, in fact, it's a very useful thing to have here anyway, so we'll maybe leave a bit of that in there. Maybe some up the front here. We'll see how that's going. And I've actually implemented a few stone slabs, which is very different from me. I never really implement stone slabs anywhere, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of them. I think they're a little bit too out of the color of stone. If you have a look at them next to each other, they just don't really match very well. And that's why I tend to not use them. But I've had a few times now where I've just added them in to create a bit more lightness in this. So having a look on here, I've added them in as part of those designs there. And one or two every now and then I think won't hurt us. There. And we'll do that there. Now I think the ground should be looking a bit more intentional. Yeah, that looks like we meant the ground to be like this. That's pretty cool. And we can also get into here. Let's just do these walls quickly so that we don't have to pretend that we've got stuff working for us. Because I was originally going to just leave it and then do this when we get to it. But I think maybe if we just fix these walls up, that will help us quite a bit there. So we'll just fill them in and fix this up quick. So there, and done. Alright, so put in the finishing touches. And just to make us think that it's done, we'll do that. So we can't see any of the messy gaps that we haven't filled in yet. And those. There you go. Much better. Much better. Now in here, this door over here, this doesn't have to be a very good looking door, and I feel like it's kind of pulled in. I was about to do a upside down stair over there. That could be alright. Yeah, that could be alright there. Perfect. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do is to put in a railing over here, so that it looks a bit more like you're not going to fall in this spot. We'll put this one on the inside here. And then what we'll do is we'll do this one here on the outside. So we'll do this, that, there. No, I've done this backwards. Never mind. We'll do it the other way. Like this. Now we've got that railing there. Already making an improvement. I'm just going to have to sleep. And we're back. Now, with the... one thing I want to quickly say... this area that we're working on right now, remember at the end of the last 20 episodes, we ended up having a decision of which... Oh, I see what we're doing here. That's silly of me. Of which area we're going to work on. It was between here or the market area. And coincidentally, for some... I don't know if this is a coincidence, actually, or what. But I've been getting a lot of suggestions for shops for some reason. And I'm really, really looking forward to when we move over onto that shopping area. Because I think that will be, we've got a lot to build in there. So I was just thinking of that a bit earlier. I was like, that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Now, what I want to do is I want to put this in here somewhere. because I think it's good to have these things scattered around the base, and we could try and make it work with part of the build that we're doing. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, alright. Now, what did I want? I forgot what I wanted here. I know what it was. It was some of these. There we go. We'll do these like that. That. I just needed to double check that this was all the right side. Perfect. Wonderful. That will work. And it's a little bit cramped here, but that's okay. These stairs are, I think, going to just remain like they are. Kind of a little bit dodgy, but that'll do the trick. I think once we've capped it off on the top here, that'll look a lot better. So, capping off on the top, we will be putting in some of that there. We want to do that one as well? I think let's do that one as well. That will work, yeah. And then we can put in some of these. Like there. Ooh. That one there needs to go. Ooh, I don't think that's going to be a problem, because I'll just end up getting rid of whatever's on the inside there. And then we'll put in... What's below that? Maybe we'll actually put in one of these. No, not that. One of these. Good. And we'll just pop that on there. Now, how does that look? That looks alright. Perfect. Oh, actually, I remembered. This was going to be a room over here, but I'm not doing it anymore, so I might just put in one of those. And we'll put in a thing there just for symmetry's sake. And we'll call it even. Now, in here, we'll take some of these out. Place one of those. I think that'll be alright. Maybe get rid of another one of these and put one of those in there. Yep. That'll be alright. And we can put in a door here. And let's check if we've successfully made this area look a little bit more polished up. Yeah, definitely looking a lot better. The one thing I am currently having a little bit of a struggle with is looking at these bits over here where they're not continuing on. Maybe we'll just have to let them keep going for a bit and see how that goes. Let's see what happens when we do it all the way up to there. Yeah, that works quite alright. And I don't want to put them over here because obviously we won't be able to fit with the stairs. So we might just leave that there and see how that looks. I think that's not working too bad. As long as we got the one side going, that's alright. Now, let's finish off this last little bit, which is the step area here. And we can actually do that all the way, but I feel like we can leave it flat the whole way, but that would probably take away quite a lot of this space and just make it look really silly. So we'll do something along those lines there. That works. Great. And then we can finish it off with a bit of stuff growing in here. Like there. This area will be quite important to just fill up a bit. In there. And, oh, actually, we won't be able to put anything over here. So we might have to figure something else out over there. But that should be looking a bit better. Good. The last thing I want to do is add in a light. Alright, lights are in, and I've added in a few little extra bits and pieces of, for instance, over here, just finishing off this roof bit here, adding in some of these over here, and also I've just realized I'm probably going to forget this if I don't do it right now, adding some of those in there, and, oh, this will be a job for another day, but I can always just make it work a little bit better, please. There we go, and there we go. Great. Nice. Alright. Now, we're moving on. We've got this piece looking better. We've got this piece over here, which we can actually just quickly, in fact, finish off here. Wow. I'm going to forget all these roofs. I'll guarantee you that. Do that there. We'll add that in, and that's already looking a little bit better. So I want to quickly do that. Let's just quickly finish that off. Then the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to look at getting ourselves a new tunnel built up in the Nether. At least getting started on it. It's not going to be a one episode thing, I don't think, but at least getting some ideas flowing on what we want to do. That's looking better. Much better. Great. Oh, no. We're using spruce, not oak. I'll have to change that. Not a problem. But let's go into the Nether and we can have a look and discuss what we are going to do with that tunnel. So we're in the Nether right now, and this is actually a bit later after that last little clip, because I decided I'd get going on some stuff, and I've done a few improvements over here to the Nether tunnel, like, I wouldn't call this a Nether hub, as I say, I want these to be Nether tunnels. What I've done is I fixed up this area here, which was always open. It just had a little bit of bone block there. I've just made it look a little bit nicer, and you can see we've got our end pathway over there, which we still have to fix up at some stage. We've got our skeleton pathway over here, and we've got a new pathway which I've done a bunch of work on. In fact, this one over here has been done for a while, by the way, but on this side here you can see we've made a nice little path over here which ends over there nicely, and we start up over here. So this is a temporary thing, because I was playing around with a few ideas which I was actually going to do on camera, but I realized I've just got a lot of things which I'm not too sure about. I'm not sold on this one. In fact, this one is a purely temporary idea until we get the 1. Is it 1.12? Or 1. Wait, what Minecraft are we in right now? 1.12, aren't we? Oh, 1.11. The 1.12, I saw those blocks that Jeb was showing us, and I think we could have an idea for them to be put in here. So we just have to wait for that, and we'll check how they look. What I actually do want to do, by the way, in the last episode, I got a comment saying use fireworks. I use fireworks. I use them. That was the point of our entire mob farm, just to get fireworks. But yeah, we're using them now, and in fact, this is to our mob farm, for those of you guys who didn't realize that. So let's just get this cleared up, because this wasn't actually directly in the middle. That one's actually alright. I want to go one more block down. That would be great if we can get that. Of course, we'd lose a piece of obsidian, but we've got more than enough. So if we can get one more block, I would be very, very happy. Can we? Yeah, we can. Look at that. We've got one of these. So there. That guy's gonna attack us, I think. I feel like it will. Oh, let's just try to clean that up there. Good. It'll leave us. Great. Alright, so now we just have to put in this portal here to finish it off. And I also want to make a little bit of a back plate as well, just so we don't run right through the portal before we close this up. And in fact, I don't have anything on me, so we'll just do this way. Let's check if I can make that. Oh no, I still have to get used to flying with these rockets. They're not like the Elytra. Not as, not like the bow and arrow way of using the Elytra. What do? I'll just do it with a bit of bone block, I guess. Let's take out one of those, and we'll go back there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we'll just mess around with this a little bit. And then once we do get our 1.12 Optifine, because I'm not going to update to 1.12 as soon as it comes out, which we have learnt from past experiences, it's not the best idea for us to update as soon as something comes out, because obviously there are a few issues, which is something which we haven't really run into. But the issues that I have is that I like to have Optifine. I like to have everything looking good and have our sky, have all that sort of stuff. I'm not a fan of plain Minecraft. There's a lot of improvements that Optifine makes. At least not to the game. I mean, it doesn't change the game much, but it makes our life a lot better. We get better frames. We get better pretty much everything. That's a lot better. We get a better sky. We get better frames. We get just a whole bunch of things much better. Now, hopefully this does connect up again. I'm pretty sure it will. Yep, that does. And we are right above our thing. Now, let's just check. I think I switched this off. Yeah, it switched off. Good. I came in here just a few, minutes before I came in, started this episode, just to see how much stuff we have down here. Because I went on just a little bit so we could get some more rockets. And this was 30 seconds, or with what we had in here already. It was about 30 seconds of me waiting. So, I've got a plan for this area. And my thought is that we're going to make a big storage underneath this thing. And I want a ridiculously big storage thing underneath here. I think that would be really, really cool to just be able to store every single thing in here that we get and see how much we can get. See if we can make a new crazy record on our world for how many items we can have of particular things, which I think could be kind of cool. Won't do that for a while, but at least that's a thought of something we can do just to mess around with something kind of interesting on a farm. Oh, obviously automatically sorting everything. Yeah, that works great. Perfect. Alright. Well, I think for today that will do it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.